Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, and scholarship and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use. Choke, no joke, cheeky choke, no joke. 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 You know what it is. We here now. Dipset forever in the building. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Kenyatta just stepped in. Miss Carter. Miss Carter, if you're beautiful. Okay. Yachtmatic in the building. Y'all know how we do. It's about that time, baby. It's about that time. Y'all ready to get into it? All right? I should hope so. Choke, no joke, you already know. Let's go. Yeah. Choke, no joke. You know what it is. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This one right here is for the mixtape. Let's go. Yo, Nas, I ain't do this for clout. I'm just a real nigga trying to figure you out. How you don't put blood in this Judas mouth. Talking Japanese wine like you fanning out. Blushing at this bitch that disrespects your kid and her earth. Carmen, I know that it hurt.
You know, back then when he made these disparaging remarks and comments about my daughter and created this disgusting visual, there were so many people around him that stayed quiet. They said absolutely nothing.
Carmen, I know that it hurt. You said Pac left us. When rappers that wink at other rappers in the studio, which made me think, yo, what he got on you? And homie in pink, cause at Webster Hall, he didn't stream one link. Yo, y'all glad for punishment. I'm sick and I'm done with it. If it was part of your plan, Nas, hard my word on it, I'm just your fan. With little celebrity, some say it's just the hate in me. Nah, I'm cut from a cloth. You don't brush shit off. Well, the penthouse of law gotta have a ceiling. Only forgive hoes with sexual healing. And that thought right now is not appealing. With these chicks, with the dicks like Little Nas. X, I'm not a fan. You damaged your brand. Yo, Nas, don't ever do that shit again. I'm signing off. Esco stand. Yeah. Choke, no joke, you know what it is. You know what it is. Oh yeah, and you nigga, I ain't sorry for shit. I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shit. Wedge. Webster Dictionary defines the word as a substance that is used for splitting wood or rocks. Something causing a breach or separation. It's funny what that lens can capture. Separation. Division.
How y'all having a meeting about Jay without? Nope, not drawers right there. Nobody told me nothing. How come y'all having a market meeting without Jay? Without Jay? Without? I don't get it. It's 10:30 in the morning. Now you want to get Lee off? Please go get her.
No, actually, I was just gonna go to the restroom. Okay.
Why are you leaving? I'm asking a question.
She doesn't have an answer.
Well, I'm wondering what line of thought is it? What pattern is it? John McNeely and all of y'all that y'all have my biggest artists here, and y'all in here, y'all Def Jam staff is dealing with Jay's marketing without me. Please explain that to me, because this seems treacherous.
And animosity.
What you mean bullshit? The fuck? Y'all niggas having meetings about my artist without calling me? Get off the bullshit. It ain't no bullshit. Get off the bullshit. It ain't no bullshit. Now look, oh y'all look, everybody here is ashamed of y'all. Who wants to work under a cow? They don't have to. Cow.
I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shits. I'm nothing like Nas, I'm with the shits. I'm more like Jungle, wanting to bust your shit, but bro got me on chill. He said I'm illmatic, with the static, with the ratchet. Let's go to Brooklyn, cause he gotta have it. School days, would've called you faggot and smoked you like a Spike Lee joint. Yo, the greatest of all timers, got hit with all timers. You buster, nigga, your mic with the shine. Knockout. Yeah, one-liners, give you a reason to be a one-eye without reasonable doubt. You been a liar. You headache king, Jazzo inspired, rape Damon.
So they trying to take our franchise from us. That's what they trying to do. Make this beef with. They trying to. I bet you they're staging this beef with us. Trust me. Trust me.
It was all about the power to, to get rid of Dame Dash, and take Jay-Z to the next level without Dame. And it was, Dame should stop blaming Leo and Todd Moskowitz and start blaming Steve Stout.
You know about the Scarface party and all that? How they make sure Power Song in Puerto Rico? He's gonna be there performing, but they're doing something with them.
Who, Jay?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's gonna be out there for that. With the release of the Scarface DVD.
Jay's performing for that?
And I don't need two lips to blow this like a trumpet, you dumb shit. This is an unusual musical. I conducted you looking at the Black Warren puppet, so all critics can duck sick. I don't care if you see Dolores Tuckett or you Bill O'Reilly. You only rallied me up for 3 years. They had me peeing out in the cup. Now they about to free me up. What you think I'm gonna be? What? Rehabilitated? Man, I still feel hatred. I'm young, black, and rich, so they wanna strip me naked. But you never had me like Christina Aguilera. But catch me at the West Side driving like Halle Berry or the West. Fuck it. Peace and love, y'all. The Black Album on the way.
And then we doing our party, so.
Following Steve Stout's direction.
And what was Steve Stout telling you to do?
He walked me through how to get rid. His plan was to get rid of Dame Dash.
He told you that?
That was the plan.
Okay.
Rape Dame and Chris, then ran the lion through the rock and the fire. Damn, you cold. Built the nation, the prop back home. How you the king of LA when Cube is home? How you bang in LA after Nip is gone? Mr. Smith, yeah, I'm nice with the gift. Two, the double entendres got those two. Your wisdom, knowledge, that I'm king too. I'm sorry I met the other side of you. That's the gift and the curse. I'm Christ from birth, from the hearse to the dirt. Fake niggas claim hurt, so I stay on my bullshit like I'm dirt and never shy. Let my feelings fly. Let's go. Cause we all die. Like your beds. Nigga, I'm here. Only fear I have is truth not be told. We all get old. It's choke, no joke. Y'all already know. Let's go. Choke, no joke. You already know. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This for the mixtape. The 50-year-old platinum virgin. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Welcome to AMC Theater 11. Enjoy your show.
Yo, Lee. Run the rail. They counted me out. Cause I didn't wanna get down. Niggas talking about God then. What God? What God are you talking about? Say his name. This nigga went Eric Benet. Now the baddest girl won't show her face. You know your ass in the way when she show up to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And you ain't even say her name. Lame, you better say Dame. In the streets, we call you roadblock. Nigga, you shot. Nigga, you block rocks. Like when Chris was about to pop. Like MJ moonwalking like Spock. You abuse your power fast. You killed the thought that's black.
Jay told me in no certain terms that, you know, no rapper can really afford to look bad in front of him. So it's almost like we gotta blackball him.
Shout out to Jay-Z for seeing the big picture here.
Yeah, and it was a hard pill to swallow.
Tariq, you kill the weeds, not the seeds that grow the trees. And as long as you alive, Dame should have a milli. Fuck you mean bleed. Nigga, don't get me started. You know I'm retarded and lion-hearted. You flipped on your peeps for those peoples in them white sheets. Like you pro-black. We pass nil and how you shit on cap.
Did you kneel to what you stand?
What?
Did you kneel to what you stand?
Okay. I think we passed kneeling.
Nigga, you got the check. The pros went back. And that's no cap. Leaving cap. With no salary cap. Your son said you his dad. And you never threw him a pass. Watching his siblings in the stands. Say lips, say no, say hands. You say the kid is not your son. They call you Hov, it must be immaculate conception. Oh yeah. My man had to come through and make sure it went through. Y'all niggas is in trouble. Choke no joke. I ain't no joke, the mixtape. We here now. You already know. Let's go. Choke chillin', got away from them billin'. Ain't shit really changed though, I'm still that villain. I'm making money with rhyme, fuck black on black crime. Beef and money don't mix, like Muslims and swine. I'm talking milk, penicillin, y'all be illin'. Y'all be thinking y'all killers, with y'all school face grillin'. Kick that bullshit to me, y'all be wet though like Bruce Lee. And Brandon and a hearse on the highway to heaven. Man, you making mad threats and stuck in one section. I'm OBP like Naughty. Making connections, talking under your breath, get you something you don't need. 2 fully loaded Macs, filled up with heat. Nigga, you sweeter than 30 days for a body. Pop shit to these niggas, see me walk by me. But I ain't looking for no beef, I don't eat bologna. But I bring a whole cow if you run up on me. Shiesty, try me and hype me to peel your wig back like 10 cent icy. Bring it, stop bluffing, I got your threats, they mean nothing. I respond like Bond, I come through, I'm bombing. Playing bodegas, flipping Montega. You 10 in the Jacks, I 10 in Jamaica. Faker, wouldn't bust if he raped ya. Your chick outblazed her, hit it like Jada. While you blew up a pager, had her breathe like Vader. Your star at war, with the lightsaber. I'm here to lyrically tear your red, nigga, you a spear. I jack you up, now you outta here. Throw me on the 600. Now fucking nigga humming, blowing down 8th Ave with a bad bitch blunted. I take it there. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it with no joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Have y'all niggas feeling it like Jay-Z. No joke, who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Bronze King like the LORDFINESSE. And that bullshit y'all do, y'all niggas don't stress me. Oh yeah, and you already know, Eden War what it is. Choke no joke, I ain't no joke. mixtape. We here now. Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats. The niggas that be on the gram. Tell them what they doing. Choke, no choke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas better stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want them to just come and get you? Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choke, no joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low. Let's go. My aim was enlightened. Drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous? I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game. You got school. Was a local cat, snatch you when I made moves. I'm paranoid and preaching. You was sleeping. Knew you was sneak thief and couldn't see us beefing. Learn from mistake. Don't show I got cake. Impress a nigga to rob me. Bitch in my face. Get knocked by the feds. Lay up for about 8. Ass so busy flossing, ain't thinking about Jake. Loose, yapping, they wiretapping, videotaping, your ways in action. Front like times hard, two-door garage, ice like Liberage, with no damn jaw, without a reasonable doubt. You think you Jay-Z with your platinum jewelry? He got a job, B. You shining on doctors with 4 degrees. Laughing cause I'm broke on the streets. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Shh, let's go. For beef, we not dolo. For cash, you go solo. Thought I was your man, shot me down like Manolo. Thought I was your partner when you played me was whack. No niggas dust that I wouldn't flip like that. What gives? See your man struggle while you live? That's some shit. Struggling, give you the kicks. Used to stick for gooses. Warm when we pump deuces. Break night in the jacks, trying to see millions like Brewster. You don't act like you used to. I'm the dude. When niggas was friends, like yo, Joe, come through. I wet you like McLean for those who claim to be pain. The game of death, that's what you get with got game. Ill with automatics, we're never static. You carry that niggas, put one in your cabbage. Fear, don't have it, you fill me with laughter. In OGSC, then I'm original gun clapper. Like Dan get dapper, see a mill be Casper. Like Dre the doctor, the math from after. Say DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Say DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Say DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Nigga, y'all loud, louder than the weed, nigga. Thinking with your pockets, cop the ice locket. She somewhere in Houston, you blew like a rocket. Her seed was bait, through the line she caught it. Gave her all that loot, she couldn't afford it. Frontin' to them bitches, y'all feeling hell. Blue puff in your face, daddy, all about Benjamin. Remember me, I'm your friend to the end. Like Chucky, used to slay bitches like Buffy. Thinking why they cuff me, think of the luxuries you had. In the cell with other willies, you brag. I push the big Benz with 20-inch rims. When in the club, Chris for all my men. Sitting across the bar, what's up, star? Back to reality, you back in bars. You chose not to listen, had the H-class glisten. Knew the rules of the game, played yourself out position. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Yo, son, yo. So that's me, yo. See, you ain't noticed me, yo.
I see,
all these diamonds and stuff, yo.
I cannot
Fat
lie.
diamond ring I got, yo. Yo, what you talking about, yo?
No,
Diamonds, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got $35,000 on me right now.
Oh my God.
Nigga, I can show you the money right now. I can show you the money.
No, you ain't gonna show me nothing,
I can show you
man.
my gun, yo.
What?
Yo.
Oh my
The gun, yo. Son, man, what's the matter with you?
Put that shit away.
Yo, you act like you scared or something, nigga, yo.
Yo,
Take my
stay
shit, I'll bust it
DL,
right
man.
now, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Stay
I do
DL.
this, yo, the jewels, everything, yo, everything, yo. Yo, you heard about Dave?
Oh my God, look at you, man. Yo, stay DL, man.
Choke, no joke. Cheeky choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Cheeky choke, no joke. Here we go again. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go again. Make sure y'all get my album on iTunes. All right. Learn from mistake. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistake. On all digital platforms. Let me notify the Instagrammers. Choke, no joke. I'm live on YouTube. All right. What up? What up? What up? What up? Let me see. I know Dipset Forever's in the building. He first up in the building. The G Foolie in here. I see you. All right, Dev Banks in the building. Mrs. G in the building. What up, gorgeous? Cliff, my peoples, is in the building. Cliff, what up? John Paul, I see you. Ran through it all, I see you. What's that? Sudalone, Kenyatta, Mike Miggity, Roses Bloom. Over here on the Instagram. Most definitely Modest, Yachtmatic, King Monty 18170. Yeah, we're gonna have a good one tonight, baby. We're gonna have a good one tonight. Hold on. I need to get my Mr. Rogers on. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I have always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's start this off in a peaceful way. You haters stay away for your ass is played. Could you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Hi, neighbor. Hi. Hi, Instagram neighbors. Hi, YouTube neighbors. How are you doing today? It's choke, no choke. You already know. Let me see if it's something that I didn't get over. Oh, we're here. Y'all know what it is. Truth be told, all day, every day, even on a holiday. Got to hit and touch on some current events. When I say what happened to these street dudes, it's a lot of these dudes on YouTube that I'm sorry, tonight I'm going to have to give y'all the business. Okay? It's a lot of y'all, I'm going to have to give y'all the business, and just not disrespectfully, I'm going to try not to be disrespectful, or I don't mean to come off. I hope nothing comes off disrespectful. Excuse me. But I think this is now the time for y'all in YouTube land, especially y'all newcomers that ain't industry people that just jump up on here because you got a mic in the mouth and say, "Oh, I'm going to do a podcast. I'm going to do a podcast. I'm going to do a podcast too. I got a mouth. I can do a podcast. I know friends. I could talk to them. I'm going to do a podcast." Right? So me, I ain't here to discourage you, right? Go ahead. Do your podcast, right? But if you think it is as easy as you think it is, because you see so many people do it, just keep watching the people that's doing it. Okay? And see where people go, right? But, people think the requirements is, having a mouth and a camera and a microphone, some headphones, Anyway, few people need a reality check tonight, right? And I'm doing this for educational purpose, not to slander anybody, but I really try to understand the way some of y'all be thinking. Like, I think some of y'all be thinking like you talking to the interviewer on two cans in the string, like nobody can hear what the hell y'all saying. And a lot of y'all, I don't know if y'all think these people are y'all friends or something. Some of these people that's doing these interviews now, we don't even know who they are. Let me explain when I say we don't know who they are. Choke, no joke. If you've been in hip hop for the last 30 years, I give you 20 years. I say even 10 years. I say even 5 years. You have heard some history about me in the entertainment industry to know that I'm not some fly-by-night dude. I got history and I got people that are considered legends on my resume, right? So you know that I have some history. You know these people in the entertainment industry for 30 years back up, let's say the last 25 years. Because some of these guys that's on YouTube doing interviews, they haven't even been around 5 years, right? For some strange reason, they come out of nowhere. They got all these subscribers. And you never seen them nowhere in the entertainment business. Now, Vlad is a person I could co-sign and say, at least I see him around in the early 2000s somewhere. In the 90s, no. Early 2000s, somewhere around there. Yeah, right? I seen him around. I seen him have a cubicle or space or something and Loud Records. I seen him go and get his own little what do you call it? What was the name of them joints? Like a WeWork office. He was working out of like a WeWork office or whatever, where you share like office spaces. Like I seen him like go from doing interviews about music to now his criminology. So he's not a part of this conversation. Now these new people, right? They not Uncle Ralph. They not Johnny. They not me. Where these artists like a Method Man could be like, yo, yeah, I know the dude Choke. You know, he the one that filmed me in the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Mystical. Or like these artists be like, yeah, yo, I remember him from back in the day, yo, he used to always run around with the camera. These new guys, like, for one, you don't know what they look like. Two, you don't know where they came from, right? Three, how did they build all these numbers and followers if they never touched the people? Right? People just woke up there, oh, who's this guy? Pete, subscribe, Pete. Never heard of him, nothing. No struggle, no grind, no nothing. Just got all these numbers, right? We know you can buy numbers, right? How do we know these ain't police starting podcasts? Because for the most part, us that's been doing this, aren't paying people to do interviews, especially tens of thousands of dollars, right? Because Keefe D, he done got over 15,000 for interviews. You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes, they paying 1,000, 2,000, all the way up to 30,000 if you boosie, right? But for honestly speaking, nobody in this space pays when you have credibility, right? If you go to Flex ain't gonna pay you to come do no interview. Big Boy's Neighborhood ain't gonna pay you to come do no interview, right? So if you got $1 billion machine behind you with $1 million budgets, and they not paying for interviews. Where's this money coming from for these dudes that's paying these big numbers for these to these artists to ask these questions? Where's that money coming from? Could it be government money? Because it could be, to get people to go up here and talk and tell and whatever, right? So I'm sitting back and I'm watching dudes that are supposed to come from the street. And it's going on more and more and more and more now. Dudes that be claiming to be real, solid, gang, and all this other mess are getting up on the internet. And now it's to the point where they are all working collectively to prosecute people. Case in point, Keefe D, the guy that was in the car with Orlando Anderson. I forgot the other two dudes' names, right? Big Dre and whatever the other dude, right? Keefe D is supposed to be the uncle of Orlando Anderson. And even him, I'll get to him next, right? But they was in the car that killed Tupac, right? We are now sitting back watching all types of dudes sitting here deliberately, if they had any type of involvement or they wanted these platforms, are deliberately trying to get this dude Keefe D locked up. And I'm not saying he shouldn't be locked up for the death of Tupac. I'm not saying that. But that is the police job, right? Because these same dudes will be talking about, oh, this person's a snitch, this person's a snitch, this person's a snitch. But you are sitting here publicly and volunteering information or voluntarily giving information. And some of these niggas is like, they want to see Keefe D locked up, right? And like I said, I don't have a dog in the Tupac fight, right? If the dude, if he did it, if his nephew did it, whatever, justice will get justice, right? But these dudes are making a conscious effort, a collective effort. You got these diehard Tupac fans that's paying niggas to come up there to solve Tupac murder. Getting back to Keefe D, they say asking him all the questions that's incriminating himself on some Vlad shit, right? And I don't understand, like, I don't want to call Keefe D stupid, right? Because he keeps saying he a gangster, like, but most gangsters don't do too much talking. Most gangsters don't brag about their crimes. Even with the statute of limitations, even if the statute of limitations is up, niggas ain't talking about stuff that they done and bragging about it and writing it out in a book and this, that, and the third. I just don't understand the Keefe D dude, right? But he's doing interviews, and not only Vlad, now the other dude, they asking this dude questions that's self-incriminating. And he's answering the questions. Like, it's like, I don't want to be disrespectful. Let me try to say this in an intelligent way, because if I say it in layman's terms, it's going to come out so disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to disrespect this man, because maybe he really don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's just not as smart as I perceive him to be from all the stuff that he said. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Right? Hold on. I'm going to use this under fair use. Let me put up the copyright disclaimer. All right, so we under fair use right here, right? Now, let me set this up for y'all. Shout out to the art dude, right? To me, he's a diehard Tupac fan. And he would love to see Keefe D go to jail for the murder. His whole interview with Keefe D, he's asking Keefe D every goddamn thing that will incriminate him in this case. And Keefe D is like, to me, like, God, y'all know I start joking and it might come off this way. I don't want to have no problems with these niggas for speaking the truth and pulling their coat. But this nigga's like Scooby-Doo to me. Like, he just, like, he's like, I don't understand. Like, every question that he's asked, it was one part in one of the joints. He's like, yo, big dog, you trying to get me locked up or whatever. But right now, what he's doing is he's getting Keefe D to implicate Puff in the murder of Tupac. And like, when the police catch up with Keefe D, with all these statements that he's making right now, like, these niggas on YouTube is building the case. I guarantee you, Vegas is going to grab Keefe D, and then the feds is going to come behind it, and they're going to pick up the case. And him and Puff, nigga, Puff, I know you already got lawyers on retainer, but nigga, you better have the Cochran firm on deck. Cause you get, bro, you're going to get pulled into this, brother. There is no ifs, ands, maybes, hopes. Bro, Puff, you're getting pulled into this, brother. I'm telling you, Yo, this interview right here, they give it. Puff, I'm telling you, y'all might want to tag Diddy and send this live to him, please. Send this live to Diddy. Cause brother, let me just show y'all. Yeah, it's better off than I can show you better than I can tell you. This nigga lined Keefe D up for the feds to come and lock Puff up for conspiracy to hire Keefe D to murder Tupac Shakur. This and Keefe D is this bro. I know some turtles that will beat this nigga in the race. I'm telling you. I know some turtles that will beat this nigga in a 100-yard dash, bro. Cause this dude he got to be slow not to know that this dude was lining him up. And these are statements, brother. You're not a character right now. You're not acting on the show right now. Bro, these are statements, bro. Like you said, you use a gangster, bro. Let me just show y'all, man. Man. No disrespect to you, Keefe D, man. But brother, you not the sharpest tool in the shed, bro. You is not the sharpest knife in the box, brother. You are definitely a couple of beers short of a six-pack to know that this boy was setting your ass up, brother.
You really feel a type of way about Puffy not reaching out to you, man. I can tell by talking to you that you feel a type of way about it. So nobody from Puffy team reached out to you.
No. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I did time for the bro. Everything, you know what I'm saying? That nigga, he didn't even send me a suit, man. That's bad. I seen it, this other dude,
Y'all don't see that shit? Yo, you really feel the way about Puffy, huh? You really mad at him? And Keefe D said, yeah. I went to jail for him. Oh, shit. Puff, get your lawyer, Diddy. Diddy, get your lawyer, bro. These niggas is lining you up. This nigga said, yo. Somebody get Puffy on the line, man. Tell Diddy he better be watching this. Because if he didn't see this, he better, and I'm sure by now he had to see it. This nigga said he went to jail for Puff, bro, and he ain't even sent him a suit. Keefe D, you better have on a bulletproof vest, because that nigga Puff, bad boys move in silence. That's all I'm going to say. Before that nigga let you get on the stand and tell it, that nigga allegedly might have you whacked, brother. You playing with his livelihood with this nigga here.
Out to you.
no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Puffy not reaching out to you, man. I can tell by talking to you that you feel a type of way about it. So nobody from Puffy team reached out to you.
No. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I did time for the bro. Everything, you know what I'm saying? That nigga, he didn't even send me a suit, man. That's bad. I seen it, this other dude, named Fleetwood, ran into him. He like, Man, Puffy sent me $20,000 worth of clothes every season. I said, for real? And yeah. But yeah, no, he never reached out to me or nothing. Yeah. And don't look like he won't ever reach out to me. Yeah. Yeah. I met him back in like 91. He was doing an Usher video. My way. You know what I'm saying? My way. No, not my way, but Can I Get With You? That was Usher's very first song. And they called my hydraulic place and asked to use some lowriders. So I let them use my phone. We took the car up there. Usher danced all on the hood, on the window door. So it was a big old dent in it and shit. So I took it up to the paint shop, man, and they like,
Just for the record right now, what he doing right now is establishing that he had a relationship with Puff. And this is why the dude must have asked him, yo, where did you meet Puff at? Because you could see the cut in the edit. And he just jumped back, yo, I met him at, that didn't go with what was he previously was talking about. So he must have asked him, yo, where you met Puff at, right? So now he going back to establish how long he know this nigga, way before the Tupac killing, and they had a relationship. These niggas is dirty out here, bro. Like, this ain't no real street nigga shit. This is some foul shit. This is like, yo, bro. Nigga, watch who you, let me finish.
man, we got to paint the whole car. So Puffy reimbursed me with that. That's where I met Puffy. Puffy, everybody think I met him through Zip and D-Mac and stuff like that. No, he called and asked to use my lowrider for Usher video. Could I get with you? Usher got the little Lakers uniform on. He in school. You know what video I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Can I get with you? Yeah. That's how I met Puff. And he wound up kicking me the $4,000. Paying $4,000 to get the car repainted. Yeah.
What makes you say you lost your empire because of Puffy? Why you say that?
I did. Shit. If I wouldn't have never met him, I wouldn't have never been involved in this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If I would have never met the brother, I would have never been involved in this bullshit. Really. Because me and Suge was playing on the same Pop Warner team and everything. My homeboys helped put Suge in the game and all that shit, you know? And it really crashed two people empire that fucking one night. You know what I'm saying? Mine's for sure. Suge's too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. So you feel like Puffy, he's the reason for your empire and Suge empire going down because of the whole situation with Tupac.
Exactly. He the only one.
Yo, do y'all see this shit? Hey, yo, bro. Like, this is supposed to be a street nigga, yo. Are these niggas not right here, right now, setting up shit for the grand jury, bro? Come on, bro. They not setting up this shit for the grand jury, bro. Come on, man. Yo, Diddy, you better lawyer, nigga. Diddy, you better go get Matlock, nigga. You better go find Matlock, nigga. You gonna need a really good lawyer, man. I'm telling you, Diddy. You gonna need a really good lawyer, bro. Because when these niggas finish with you, you're gonna be living in Alaska. So you better go get you a sheepdog. This is crazy, bro. This dude, Keefe D, said he's a gangster, a street dude. And wow.
Crashed 2 people Empire that fucking one night. I'm saying mine's for sure. Shugs too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. So you feel like Puffy, he's the reason for your empire and Suge empire going down because of the whole situation with Tupac.
Exactly. He the only one still balling. Shit. Yeah, he made our shit go down, man. Yeah, I ain't met him, motherfucker. He won't even look out or nothing, you know?
So break that down, man, for the people out there that don't know the backstory. What did Puffy do exactly to break down y'all empires?
Because he pitted us against each other, it seemed like. Seemed like he pitted us against each other. You know, which was kind of smart because we're Crips and Suge was Bloods. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just called me and Zip was rolling up Greenleaf one night. He called and asked, you think it's safe to come out here to do our concerts? And I just said, man, give me like 50 tickets to each concert and we'll be out there with you. We'll go with you. We went to the concert in San Diego, went to the concert in Anaheim, Irvine Meadows, and the one in Las Vegas with them. Yeah. Yeah, and back then they was just a startup coming up, you know what I'm saying? They didn't really have no money like that. We were balling. We was the bosses.
Second point of contact, Puff reached out to him to establish their relationship. Puff, you better lawyer up, nigga. You better lawyer up, brother. You better lawyer up. These niggas is lining you up, Diddy.
And back then they was just a startup coming up, you know what I'm saying? They didn't really have no money like that. We were balling. We was the bosses. For sure. I know I was a boss. My whole crew was bosses. I made bosses all over the country, like I said. I even made some bosses in Boosley Town. What you up, Baton Rouge? I got a couple of homeboys out there in Baton Rouge rolling. He just don't know who I know. And if he smoked any kind of crack or snort any kind of coke, he probably had some of my product. You know what I'm saying?
Is that really something to be bragging about? If he ever sniffed any coke or smoked any crack, he probably had some of my product. Black men, we gotta do better. That ain't nothing to brag about. That nigga, that shit was not Coca-Cola, Pepsi, nigga. You act like the nigga tried your fucking chicken recipe. Like the nigga said Coke or crack. He might have had some of them. Shit black men brag about, man. The ignorant ones, not the smart ones. Come on, Keefe D, bro. You gotta be a little smarter than this, bro.
We were balling. We was the bosses. For sure. I know I was a boss. My whole crew was bosses. I made bosses all over the country, like I said. I even made some bosses in Boosley Town. What you up, Baton Rouge? I got a couple of homeboys out there in Baton Rouge rolling. He just don't know who I know. And if he smoked any kind of crack or snort any kind of coke, He probably had some of my product. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Boots. But yeah, getting back to Puff, yeah, I feel he never reached out or nothing. Yeah, like I'm some shit on the grass or something. You know what I'm saying? You know how you step around and shit on the grass? Yeah.
Freedom. Freedom is why I love doing apartment deals, just like the one you're seeing on the screen now. And the good news, man, I'm not
Do you feel like Puffy owe you?
Yeah, he should. I think he should look out. He look out for everybody fucking else. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I seen he brought that dude. What's his name? What's his name? The dude, Drink Club. The dude from Drink Club.
Oh, you talking about Nori?
Noriega. Yeah, he brought him. What he brought him? A Maybach truck. Yeah. Yeah, I think I think he should look out. You know what I'm saying? He worth $1 billion. He should come look out. Come build a basketball gym at our Parkers. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Do something for us, dog. You know what I'm saying? He wrong. You know, he like we some shit on the grass or something. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't even know us no more. God damn, buddy.
If you could say anything to Puffy after everything you did for him, what would you say to him?
I'm still here, bro. Still waiting. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here waiting, bro. Damn. You know, I used to pop all the champagne bottles, all that shit on me. I used to fill up the tubs at all of them things. Ask him did I used to buy 2 cases of champagne, fill up the bottle. Andre Herrera, all them dudes used to be in the room, man. We used to have a ball, dude. He like, man, you need to come to New York. I swear we'll repay you. I've been waiting on that repay for a long time, bro. Yeah. I got him popping them bottles like that. We pop, poof, poof. It's not like the 4th of July in them hotel, in them sweet style. They used to be popping the shit out of them bottles, dude. Shooting dice, all that shit. We used to have fun, dog. But he never. Damn, I can't even get a fucking Roman noodle soup up in jail, man. That's bad, dude. You know what I'm saying? And he know I was in jail. You know? A Roman noodle soup. That's bad, man. Don't you think so?
If what you're saying is true about you giving him protection when he came to LA because he was scared of Tupac and Suge.
All that, man. Yeah. Gene Deal even say, man, god damn, he saved your ass a gang of times. Didn't he say that?
Yeah, I think I recall him saying that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he should give Keefe some. He said that, didn't he? Because I saved his ass a gang of times. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, these dudes out here eat your ass up. These some wolves out here, dude. You know LA, this ain't no joke. They will eat your ass alive out of here, dude. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you coming out here faking, for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of Puffy, right? You saving Puffy. Tell me that story about how you saved Puffy and a guy named D-Mac, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Puffy and D-Mac? Oh.
Yeah, tell me that story.
Oh, we
Break
was
that down to a T.
Oh, okay. We was at
Hey, is this nigga, yo, Keefe D, bro. I don't know if this nigga slipped you a drink, some true serum or something. I don't know if this nigga got Wonder Woman's goddamn lasso wrapped around your fucking waist in that chair. I don't know what the hell is going on here, bro. This nigga said, yo, tell me that story about so, and break it down to a T. Like, nigga, if you were sitting in the precinct and the police asked you these same fucking questions, what you gonna say? I ain't no rat. I ain't telling. But you get on the internet and tell, like, yo, bro. Is it me? I know I'm not just bugging y'all. I know y'all see this. Y'all gotta see this, bro. That check must be nice, bro. That check gotta be nice.
coming out here faking for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of Puffy, right? You saving Puffy. Tell me that story about how you saved Puffy and a guy named D-Mac, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Puffy and D-Mac? Oh.
Yeah, tell me that story.
Oh, we
Break
was
that down to a T.
Oh, okay. We was at this club on Sunset Boulevard called the Roxy. You know what I'm saying? It was me, D-Mac, Puff, and a few of them New York dudes. I think Zip was with us too, and one of my homies. So they was shooting pool. They was shooting some one of these Damu riders. I think he was from the Jungles. They was shooting him some pool. And I think they were shooting for like $5,000. So boom. D-Mac beat the dude. You know what I'm saying? D-Mac beat the dude in pool. So he didn't want to pay up. So D-Mac got to talking shit. So that dude did a swoop whoop holler. Swoop whoop. And them dudes came from everywhere. We was in the VIP upstairs too, shooting pool. I don't know how they got by the security or nothing, but shit, they was up there about 30 Damu riders. It just so happened that I knew Grand Pooba and Big Chris and Geek. They're like, oh, that's Keefe D. Otherwise, we would have been destroyed up in that motherfucker. They would have broke our back. I ain't gonna lie, we'd have lost that one for sure. But I had me a pool stick. I was gonna defend the shit out of myself. Yeah. That's one time he could have lost his fucking life. Gene Deals kind of said it, Gene Deals kind of touched on it and shit. I saved him that day for sure. Lucky them dudes knew me, dude. Otherwise, we would have been destroyed. I had me a pool stick. I was gonna defend the shit out of myself for sure. You know? Yeah. That's he knowed he was done too. He was done for. They was in there deep. Good thing I knew Grand Pooba. He used to come up to they had a lowrider club called the Damu Riders. And they used to come up to our hydraulic place and get their cars fixed. Compton Hydraulics. Dude, matter of fact, Geek was a young balling motherfucker. Young balling, super balling motherfucker. Yeah, to be that young. And Grand Pooba saved us. He's like, oh, that's Keefe D. Like, oh. I was happy as a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all don't notice how he just letting them talk. He not interrupting, asking questions, sticking on to the topic to get the answer. He just letting them ramble. And this nigga just running his fucking mouth. He just running his fucking mouth. Volunteering information, talking about the Damu riders. Bro, why? These niggas don't want you to tell their business. They ain't got shit to do with Tupac. Like, what are you doing? Show.
But I was gonna defend myself. They didn't know to get them pool sticks. I know I had me one. Yeah, but Puffy and them would have been destroyed that day. They was up there, some big old dudes too, boy. Yeah, looked like they was eating. Yeah, looked like they was eating steel for lunch. You know what I'm saying? Big old youngsters. Yeah, Damu riders. Yeah, he was scared to death too, boy. I told him too, boy. Yeah. And matter of fact, it was after the Pac thing, you know. Yeah.
It was after Pac got killed.
Yeah, we was at the Roxy on Sunset. Yeah.
And what was Puffy doing, yo, while this?
Puff, get your lawyer, Puff. You was hanging with this nigga after he put the... Puff, get your lawyer, Puff. Puff, get your goddamn lawyer, Puff. On everything, nigga. Get your goddamn lawyer. You was hanging out with Keefe D after Pac got killed? Oh my God, bro. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, puff your ass, nigga. You. Oh my God.
But I was gonna defend myself. They didn't know to get them pool sticks. I know I had me one. Yeah, but Puffy and them would have been destroyed that day. They was up there. Some big old dudes too, boy. Yeah, looked like they was eating. Yeah, looked like they was eating steel for lunch. You know what I'm saying? Big old youngsters. Yeah, Don Move Riders. Yeah, he was scared to death too, boy. I told him too, boy. Yeah. And matter of fact, it was after the Pac thing. You know. Yeah.
It was after Pac got killed.
Yeah, we was at the Roxy on Sunset. Yeah.
And what was Puffy doing, yo, while this was happening?
Shit. We were surrounded. That's all I can say. We would have been murdered. You know what I'm saying? They was at least 30 deep up in there, and good thing I knew the dudes. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, that's Keefe D. Woo-hoo. And we shook it out, and they didn't pay that $5,000 though for sure. They didn't pay D-Mac. You know, D-Mac is the game manager. Matter of fact, he was Puff college roommate at Howard.
Keefe D, you can pack it up, bro. You can pack it up. They gonna give him immunity, yo. For him to testify against Puff, he gonna get immunity. He ain't going to jail. Puff, you going to jail. You going to jail, Puff. Keefe D, if he go to jail, that nigga, he gonna do a bullet. That nigga gonna do 12 months in that motherfucker. He gonna testify against Puff, and Puff ass is new mown grass. There's nothing good about this. This is nothing good about this. Somebody type something in the comments, because like I ain't see nobody type nothing. The numbers ain't moved. Can somebody type something in the chat? Because I don't know what the hell going on over here. DJ Chuck, chill out. I will simplify it. Keefe D will be all right. Puff will use his legendary organization tools to get away. Yeah. Oh, they definitely messing with my YouTube channel. Because I'm looking right here. I can see y'all. I see Steady Grinding, Natalie K, Eddie V, Erica Cooper, listening. Chuck, you doing it again. And on my page, it's stuck. It's stuck at 200 people, which means I got a whole bunch of more people in here. And they messing with my numbers. It's disgusting out here. It is so disgusting out here. It's all right, though. As long as y'all can see and hear me. But Keefe D, we just in a weird time right now, y'all. We just in a weird time right now. Dude, I don't know if it's like Jews don't care. It's the money. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. But I like, how could this dude sit there and answer these questions and not see that is that entrapment? I guess it's not entrapment. I guess it's not entrapment. Keefe D, man, he just gave, oh my God, Puff. Yeah, I guarantee y'all, it's going to be before Thanksgiving. It's going to even be before Labor Day. Keefe D is going to get arrested. Dudes like Reggie Wright Jr. and all of them, Vlad, all these people, they all going to get subpoenaed for they interviews. And all these dudes like Marv James, Reggie Wright, Gene Deal, all these dudes, they all going to get what you call it, subpoenaed to court for all their testimony on YouTube in this case. They going to offer Keefe D a deal for him to testify on the stand and say that Puff ordered him to offer him the money to hit Tupac. They probably both gonna go to jail, but Puff gonna get more time than Keefe D. That's if Keefe D get up there and testify against him. And I doubt highly that he's not gonna cooperate. The way he's up here just saying, running his mouth like diarrhea. That nigga mouth running like that. That, you know, you got that diarrhea and it ain't nothing solid in you. You just pissing it out. That nigga just running his mouth, boy. He just running his mouth. I don't know why this nigga was answering those questions. It's like he wanted to put it on Puff. Yeah, I tell y'all, man, the street shit is dead. Like all that niggas keeping it real and not snitching on it. Yo, bro. Right now you got the Reggie Wright Jr., who's a cop. His dad was a cop. They both from Compton. They locked up tens of hundreds, probably to hundreds of niggas in Compton. Reggie is a dirty cop that just came home from jail less than 2 years ago for drug trafficking marijuana from state to state. And him and the dude Marv James. I know you don't want to be called Marv James no more, but that's what people know him as. I don't know his real name, James something. These two sit up there and implicate Keefe D in the Tupac murder. They telling on him. And I'm just sitting here bugging out like, all right. I know we forgive and we grow up and stuff, right? But how many of us is really sitting down doing the show with a fucking cop? Like, I understand they both worked at death row or whatever. And I understand Marv James dropped his flag, right? But you sitting there with a cop talking about getting Keefe D locked up. Marv James, like, yeah, I seen him at the 662 right before they like, yo, bro, this I'm bugging out. Like, for real though, you got a cop and a gangbanger doing the show together, bro. How many of us that sold drugs would do a show with a cop? How many of us that been in the gang? Nah, I ain't never been in the gang, but how many of you would have been in the gang would sit down and do a show with a cop? And then he a dirty, crooked cop on top of that. And then it's like Keefe D is saying that Reggie Wright killed Biggie, allegedly. He keeps saying Wright security, they responsible for the death of Biggie. That's coming out of Keefe D mouth, allegedly, right? Reggie sitting there pointing the finger at Keefe D, saying he should go to jail for Tupac murder. He went, and I'm like, yo, is Reggie a cop or is he a gangster? Because he talked the gangster talk, the tough talk. But then times he talking like a cop. And the dude Marv James, like, and then they both collectively sit there and hate on Suge. Like, yo, bro, y'all sitting there together because of Suge. Like, Suge changed both of y'all lives, and y'all be sitting up there or together, a gangbanger and a police officer kicking Suge back in. And I can understand Marv James having to change your heart and dropping his flag and want to be called some James whatever. I think it's McDonald or whatever. But why do they sit there? I don't know. I like, come on, bro. Reggie's a cop, bro. I understand they worked with each other, right? But for Reggie to want to see a criminal go to jail, you can give him a pass. But when Marv James is sitting by his side and they both like cheering to see a nigga go to jail, it's like, how the fuck do a gangbanger sit there with a cop and have a show? And this cop locked up all the niggas in his neighborhood was his patrol. But it don't even matter no more, because when you look at Jay-Z and Desiree, right? You would wonder, why would Jay-Z like talk all this shit about other people snitching, behaving, and everything, and then he's right there, and his partner, like his partner. So looking at Marv James sitting next to Reggie, it ain't no different to me. Only thing, just fucking Reggie was just on the force. They're looking whack and running around with 6ix9ine. There's a gangbanger, a LA gangbanger, or the Valley or wherever they say he's from, right? No walking around with 6ix9ine and just saying his business. Jay-Z saying his business. Marv James, Reggie Wright is business. There's no moral ethic code to the street shit when you see this. This is why all the young niggas is out here just fucking telling. They don't care. When you look at Jay-Z and you look at his relationship, if you look at Wack and you see his relationship with 6ix9ine, and you see Marv James sitting there with Reggie Wright, there's no more of what we used to call street code or street ethic, or you just don't do certain shit. Now, money has superseded all of that. And I know people get older and they change, you know what I'm saying? But it's different when you seeing people attacking other people and wanting them to see other people wanting to go to jail and like, the game is gone. The game is gone. Think about when we used to do interviews and we talked about music or we talked about the culture. Since since Vlad started this criminology interview interrogator, like Vlad do interrogating. This other dude, he do instigating and interrogating, right? But since then, since this culture of dudes going on doing these interviews and talking about street shit and cases and bragging about the streets and the shit that they did in the streets and everything. Think about how many rappers got locked up. Think about it. Think about how many rappers got locked up in the last 3 years. I wonder if there's somebody that wrote, let me see, how many rappers went to jail since 2020. No, not 2020. That's just 3 years. Let's see, 2018. Let's give it 5 years. All right, I'm gonna have to do where rappers went to jail. Let's see. Where rappers went to jail in 2018. So 6ix9ine got arrested and charged in 2018, right? Fetty Wap went to jail. Remember? Fetty Wap was another one that went to jail. Forgot about him. Look at this.
TMZ actually obtained a pretty crazy video of the arrest showing cops pulling Ty and 6 others out of the car, searching the vehicle with drug dogs, and eventually arresting Ty. Now, just a couple of days ago on December 10th, Ty was officially indicted on drug charges with felony possession of cocaine, felony possession of THC, and a misdemeanor possession of less than 1 ounce of weed. Now, there's been headlines stating that Ty Dolla $ign is facing up to 15 years in prison, but according to his lawyer, Ty Dolla $ign maintains his innocence, and they were expecting this indictment as it's just, a part of the process in resolving this case. Young Thug was arrested back in November for a failed drug test, but this arrest actually stems back to an arrest in 2017. So back in September 2017, Young Thug was pulled over in Georgia for having tinted front windows, but there was also quite a bit of drugs found in the car. Originally, when he was arrested, TMZ reported that Young Thug was charged with 1 count of marijuana possession, but in September of this year, Young Thug was hit with 8 felonies. Thug was charged with possession and intent to distribute meth, hydrocodone, and weed. He was also charged with possession of amphetamines, Xanax, 2 counts of codeine, and a firearm. So all of that led to Thug's arrest in November when a Georgia judge revoked his bond during the arraignment for this drug case after Thug failed a drug test. Now, Young Thug only spent 6 days in jail. He was actually released under the condition that he submits random drug tests twice a week and attends substance abuse counseling. Although he's currently free, he still has to deal with this insane 8 felony case. So back in July, Offset was pulled over in Atlanta for an improper lane change, but he was actually hit with more charges than that after police found multiple guns and weed in the car. Offset was hit with 4 charges: possession of a firearm by a felon, possession of a weapon during a crime, possession of marijuana, and an improper lane change. Now, his lawyer thinks the charges are BS. He told TMZ it's a common theme. We're talking about a young African-American man driving a shiny, beautiful luxury car and clad in designer clothing and watches and jewelry. Unfortunately, people in his genre become a target for law enforcement who think that lifestyle is connected to some illegal activity. And that's a sad statement. His lawyer also said that Offset wasn't in possession of any firearm, that it actually belonged to his assistant, who is a licensed gun holder who had the firearm for security. Now, Lil Pump has been arrested 3 different times in 2018. The first one's going back to February when Lil Pump accidentally fired off a gun while home alone, leading to him being put on house arrest. The second one came in August when Lil Pump was pulled over while driving his Rolls Royce for an issue with his license plate. After being pulled over, he was arrested for not having a driver's license, but he only ended up with a ticket. And his third arrest actually happened just a few days ago on December 4th while Lil Pump was overseas in Denmark. Apparently, his crew was detained for some unknown reason, and as they were on their way to the police station, Lil Pump decided to go live on Instagram and flip off one of the cops behind their back. The police ended up seeing this and had him detained for a lot longer than originally planned because, Lil Pump flipped him off, causing Lil Pump to miss his show in Finland. Now, YG has a pretty wild story here, right? After getting arrested back in June for robbery. The incident of the robbery actually went down in May. Now, according to the police, a man approached YG and asked for a picture, but he was turned away. The guy then told YG he's not a real celeb, and casino surveillance footage shows YG yanking a chain off the dude's neck. The chain falls to the ground. YG picks up the chain and takes off. And with that, YG is facing felony robbery charges along with the dude suing YG for at least $250,000. Now, Chris Brown was arrested back in June, stemming from an incident that happened over a year before. Back in April of 2017, Chris Brown was making an appearance at a nightclub in Florida when he allegedly attacked a photographer after Chris Brown's team told the in-house photographers no pictures. Chris Brown and his team left after the incident, and that leads us to his arrest in June. Chris Brown was immediately arrested after a concert in Florida, and he was arrested for an outstanding felony arrest warrant that was in connection with this alleged attack. Chris Brown ended up bailing out a few hours later for $2,000. Now, Trippie Redd and Lil Wop were both arrested together back in May after they allegedly jumped a local rapper FDM Grady in Atlanta. Now, allegedly, this all started over Trippie Redd disrespecting Grady's girlfriend. According to TMZ, Grady admitted to initially pulling out a gun on Trippie Redd, but decided to put it down and fight him, and that's when he was jumped by Trippie, Lil Wop, and 2 others. Now, both Trippie and Wop were hit with 2 misdemeanor charges, fighting and criminal trespassing, and Trippie was hit with another charge, simple battery. So back in June, Gunna was arrested out in Arkansas, and his arrest is one of the more tame ones on this list. It wasn't crazy. He was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance. Don't know what the controlled substance was, but seems like it was a minor offense because it was only 2 grams. Really, the most serious thing about this is that Gunna missed the show because of it. All right, now I'm sure pretty much everyone knows by now that 6ix9ine was arrested on November 18th by the feds. He was hit with multiple serious charges, including racketeering, and he's potentially facing 32 years to life in prison. This is by far the most serious arrest on this list, and the entire situation is just not looking good for 6ix9ine. He was denied bail after offering up his entire bank account of $1.7 million and his passport, and it looks like he's going to be stuck in jail until at least September 2019, when his trial for this case begins. Now, 6ix9ine's lawyer recently came out and said Tekashi would not be taking any plea deals and that they will prove his innocence. So I don't know what's going to happen with this case, but it's going to be pretty interesting to see how it plays out. Now, Famous Dex was arrested back in May after accidentally running into a police investigation at a hotel. He was checking into a hotel in Manhattan while police were investigating a credit card fraud incident, and although Dex had nothing to do with that situation, police ended up running his name, and it turns out he had a warrant out for missing a court date for a public drinking violation, and he was also cited for a marijuana possession, according to TMZ. Now, G-Eazy is another rapper that was arrested overseas in Sweden back in May. It all started with an altercation that happened between G-Eazy and security at a club where he was partying at. During that altercation, G-Eazy was detained by police, and they also found cocaine in his pocket. TMZ also obtained some videos of the incident, one showing G-Eazy being put into a police car. The situation was pretty quickly resolved, though, with G-Eazy getting 2 years of probation and having to pay around $10,000 total in fines. Now, Kodak Black was one of the first rappers to be arrested in 2018 back in January, and this arrest had him locked up all the way until August. Now, Kodak was originally hit with a ridiculous amount of charges. He had grand theft of a firearm, 2 charges of possession of a weapon or ammo by a felon, possession of marijuana over 20 grams, neglect child without great bodily harm, and 2.
Did you know that you could get $50,000 to over $150,000 of investment capital at
probation violation? But the good news for Kodak was that a majority of these charges were dropped, leading to him getting out of jail pretty early in August. And although jail is something that no one ever wants to go through, Kodak did try to take this negative situation and make it as positive as possible by, taking steps to improve his life once he got out, like getting a tutor to help him get his GED, reading more books, and even legally changing his name to Bill. G Herbo was also another early arrest here in 2018, with this going down back in February. This incident actually took place in Chicago. So while G Herbo and 2 others were riding in a limo, the driver noticed that all 3 of them had guns, and he tipped off the police. So police eventually pulled the limo over, and all 3 were arrested and charged with aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. NBA YoungBoy is yet another early arrest going down back in February this year, and this situation is definitely one of the most serious ones on the list. Okay, he was picked up in Florida after police found out that he had a warrant out for his arrest for allegedly committing assault and kidnapping. And it was in March that he was indicted on these charges, with TMZ obtaining a video of the incident leading to these charges. The video showed YoungBoy body slam his girlfriend, leading to the assault charge, and then dragging her into a hotel room, leading to the kidnapping charge. Now, Jim Jones might have the craziest arrest on this list, other than Tekashi, of course. Back in June, Jim Jones was riding as a passenger in a car that cops were attempting to pull over, but the driver decided, you know what, we're going to make a run for it today. He gave the cops a chase, hitting a police car along the way, and they eventually did stop. And now, what the police found after searching the car explains why they were a little hesitant on stopping in the first place. Police ended up finding marijuana, oxycodone, Percocet, vape cartridges, THC oil, 2 loaded pistols, and cash. Now, Jones was originally released on a $7,000 bail, but in October, he was officially charged with 5 felonies, 3 counts of possession of a controlled substance, and 2 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Jesus Christ.
And we never heard nothing else about that goddamn case. We never heard nothing else about that goddamn case. But you at Rock Nation, shit go away, Barbara. We never heard nothing else. Yo, do you notice how all these niggas be having all these charges and shit and nobody's going to jail? And y'all think these niggas, yeah, all right. I ain't going to even say it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Now, Jim Jones might have the craziest arrest on this list, other than Tekashi, of course. Back in June, Jim Jones was riding as a passenger in a car that cops were attempting to pull over, but the driver decided, you know what, we're going to make a run for it today. He gave the cops a chase, hitting a police car along the way, and they eventually did stop. And now, what the police found after searching the car explains why they were a little hesitant on stopping in the first place. Police ended up finding marijuana, oxycodone, Percocet, vape cartridges, THC oil, 2 loaded pistols, and cash. Now, Jones was originally released on a $7,000 bail, but in October, he was officially charged with 5 felonies, 3 counts of possession of a controlled substance, and 2 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Jesus Christ. All right, kids, more.
I haven't wonder what happened with that case. 7 felonies just go away and nigga don't go to jail, nigga don't get nothing. Okay. 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 They get caught on that wild tap, some super violate Tekashi. Nothing happened. Okay. But on some real shit, like, yo, and like I said, no disrespect to Marv James, Reggie Wright, Keefe D. Like, yo, Reggie Wright, instead of be talking all this, I don't know if I should be giving niggas ideas, but Reggie should be teaching street niggas the law. Since he wanted to be a street nigga or a gangster or whatever, why not come on YouTube and teach niggas the law? Fuck all these goddamn death row stories, nigga. Teach us how to beat the system, nigga. Teach us the dirty cop tricks that y'all do. Teach niggas how to get pulled over and not get shot. Teach niggas how to comply with police officers, the best way to handle certain situations. Or be the dirty cop and tell niggas how to get away with transporting weed and shit, how you got caught. Tell niggas how not to get caught. Tell niggas about the Rampart. Teach niggas about the Rampart scandal. Teach them how the cops is robbing the banks. Like, come on, bro. You got the real scoop on there, the real inside skinny on corrupt, dirty cops. Tell them story about the dirty cops, bro. How them niggas was robbing banks. Rafael Perez, and that's what we want to hear about. Nobody think about no Keefe D. Come on, Reggie. Tell us how to rob banks and stuff. God damn it. Tell us how the police get away with murder. Tell them why y'all got throwaway guns. Come on, man. That channel could be cracking, nigga. I bet you there's cops that don't like Reggie. Reggie, I bet you some cops that don't like you for what you stand on and what you doing and getting on YouTube. I guarantee you there's a bunch of cops that don't like you. You think you got a show with a gangbanger and a cop, bro. Them niggas had a show called The Gangster Chronicles with a fucking cop, bro. Yo, you can't make this shit up, bro. As long as you got a mouth, yo, you can start a podcast too. All you need is a mouth to talk, goddamn it. These niggas had a show called The Gangster Chronicles with a cop on it. I'm telling you, if I was Reggie, I'll be talking about all the fucking dirty cops that got away with shit. Or even the ones that got caught. Reggie, I just gave you a ill alley-oop, bro. Man, talk about the dirty cops, bro. Talk about the cops that motherfuckers steal drugs out the evidence locker. Like that, yo, my nigga, you will really be popping. I'm telling you. You gotta switch the game, Reggie. That death row shit is exhausting. Start talking about the dirty cops and what the dirty cops is and how you and teach niggas how to get away with crime. That's what you should be doing, man. You want to be a gangster, you Gangster Chronicle cop. Teach niggas how to get away with crime. You know what I mean? I know you know all the tricks of the trade. Crime pays, right? But yeah, man. Puffy, man. You better get a lawyer, brother. These niggas done lined you up, bro. They lined you up, bro. You looking like my barber, Rich the Barber, done hit you with the blade. Like, they lined you up. It's going to get ugly out here for you, Puff. It's definitely going to get ugly for you. Choke no joke, man. I'm gone.
Yeah. Legal hustle, mega. You know what it is. It's choke no joke about Kim and Heath. Left my boo and my dudes when I saw the heat. Was going in 30 seconds, more like 23. Took flight like Mike, number 23. Before the indictment came, I split like Jada, didn't get wet like Kane. Got out the game. I went from the tunnel, now movie making. So it ain't no confusing why you dudes be hating.
Gangsta, 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 gangsta. In and out, I'm in your house like a bank job. 50 with the spaceship Tron.
Yeah. Choke, no joke.
Beat on the drums.
Many have said it. This go out to the East Coast, West Coast. Put it up. No palm tree, the trees in the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with Kane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. When I'm on the west and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. Gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the East, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful who show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap, West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzis playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all let's connect. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES. So it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's the A thing. Clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got morning wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm Ron Osley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D and her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned. Had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie. freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Suck my nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm Ron Osley. Between the sheets, she want to ski and just shower me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I'd rather take it for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. This go out to all the PJs around the world. Either war.
Nah, way back.
Sound
back.
Niggas and guns. Yeah. Let's go. Choke, no joke. It's all the projects in the world. You Project Barbecue. Yes, I have played the half, extra hours for more cash. To go half on that coke and yak. Get to the block cause it get packed. Little babies, adults or crack. We feed them too, we don't pump like that. Plus it's like us, giving back. And they sales is the reason why we got so many packs of chicken. The hood not missing. Muslim said don't put pork on chicken. They got on Al about that, they thought he didn't listen. He wasn't been touched from them government missions. But they forget that when they bite that chicken, this is when the players get knocked, cause it's hot out. The sexy show out, glowing with the back glass on the mouth. She see you with the next chick, then she dumb out. Hustlers dumb out, just for nothing. Bustin' for attention, just dumbin'. Cause we know y'all ain't bustin' nothing. You ever been to a Project Barbecue? Kiss sprinklers, deep thinkers, playing chess, hot heads on your left, blowing gas. My Puerto Ricans playing handball, Miguel and Heck on the court. Niggas wanna be like Mike. Life's a box of chocolates, you're riding the pipe, playing the bench. Kids on the fence, watch your popo, chase Prince. Don't dismiss your brethren for dumb shit. Keep it gangster, no shit where you live. 12-1 right up in your crib. You never been nowhere, where else could you live? What's that? That's Gangsta Boo coming through, throwing it up, fucking his muffler up, scraping the concrete with Willie's so sweet. He got escorts by the chief of police from 233rd, Laconia to Gun Hill Road. Got knocked, didn't tell like Joe.
Period.
Okay.
Choke, no joke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas better stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want them to just come and get you? Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choke, no joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low, let's go. My aim was enlightened, drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous, I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game, you got school.